Haha. Hello. How's everyone doing? If you notice anything off or weird, let's just pretend that it's not there. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Okay. Who's good? Wait a minute. Play 2K. What's the music? Okay, I think I have it. Tell me if the music is too. Who's calling? Just a second. I saw mic quality is terrible. How terrible are we talking? Is the music too loud? Or is it just terrible in general? Because I may not be able to fix it. Um, well, I turned the music down some. If you're wondering why I don't play 2K, it's because that game is garbage, and I'm sick of buying the same game every single year. If the game was just slightly better, I would be playing it most of the time whenever I stream. But I'm only gonna keep buying the same gingerbread every single year. Full price gingerbread, $70 worth of gingerbread and toast. Nothing else, plain rice, and not feel like an idiot. Just tired of getting it. Now, if I was somebody that's got like a lot of disposable income, then okay, sure. But I don't feel like buying that again. I could just play the older one. The last one I liked that I played was 22. So I could just play 22, but then I'd have to re-download it. The game is just the game is so the 2K's game is so big and it doesn't change. So many gigabytes for the same experience every single year. And when I get that, I have to either delete some other stuff, and then it's like, well, what am I getting it for? I don't even play it in my off time like that. You sure you want to? No, I don't want to confirm changes. Okay. Yes, this is Civilization 7. I'm like that. I'll be playing this in the background while I look at the Pistons and stuff. You can see Napoleon. Uh, uh, what's the blade? Uh, somebody. This is so annoying. things. So, what's your thoughts on LeBron glazing as of recent? It has gotten out of hand. It is quite unconscionable. They making songs about this man left and right. I hate how they removed a lot of the map customization aspects of Civ 6 and Civ 7. Yeah, yeah. If anybody is a Civ fan or an avid player, I will, as I'm talking just about everything Pistons and all that stuff, I'll give my review on the game if you want to. I just, um, yeah, see, these are the technical difficulties that I've been talking about. It's always something, or else I would have been here an hour ago. That's why I always give like two different times. Sometimes it'll take me an hour to fix something, or an hour for stream to work, only for it to cut off sometimes the power and everything else. So yeah, I may turn down the music some more. It may be too loud. Yeah, let me just turn it down here. Changes. Um,
Siam grows like maipai, like forest bamboo. It bends with the changing winds. It does not break.
Trying to see what the score is. So this whole time I've been looking at it, I haven't been able to see what's been happening. Oh, Duran is going crazy on the boards. And he's got 17 points. First half career high, 17 points. Oh yeah, Kelly Olynyk is on the Pelicans. I forgot about that. Last time I saw him, he was on the Jazz, pissing me off. I don't like Kelly Olynyk for what he did to Kevin Love those years ago. Took his arm out the socket, being an idiot. Oh, 68-59. Tobias just did something foolish, or it looks like it. I'm not sure. Uh, what's that? Patrick said, "Could you do more football content when a new season starts?" I can most certainly do that. Copyright and all that allowing me though, because the way they do their copyright stuff is just ridiculous. That is what I always wanted to have, at least two different sports. Well, basketball is always going to be the primary focus, but I wanted to talk about some football too. It's just their copyright system. Sorry. Bless you, Commissioner. Their copyright system is just so unforgiving. Oh no. Never expected a commission to play Civ 7. Say, I would be, for people, if you just got here, I would be playing 2K, but I just can't buy the same game every single year and pretend to like it. Now, if I had disposable income and all that, then yeah, I would just, because then if you got a certain amount, you just buy whatever. You don't really think about it too much. But if you're cautious about what it is you get, when you get it, and then you have certain parameters that you want to live in and you have to follow. I'm not about to spend those $70 on those white rice just to barely play it. Let's change our shot meter every single year to trick people into fooling. It's like, oh, we're playing a different game where you're not. Just NBA 2K sweat. Sweat looks better, but gameplay mechanics either diminish or they stay the same. When you gonna start playing? I could never be a 2K. Uh, I just can't. There's certain things. It pissed me off too much. I would have to sacrifice certain integral principles if things were to get better, and to be just a basketball YouTuber affiliated with 2K, because that shit just does not get better. It never improves. It never tries to be better because they have no competitor. So showing up to any of those parties, smiling and waving, and then you got, oh, but I just can't do it because I know the game is garbage. I just can't show up to that. I can't pretend like it's not garbage. They should be ashamed of themselves. Now look at all of this that I've built here. Look how beautiful this is. You see that? Look. Phenomenal. That the pyramids. Look, it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's sensational. Industry, economy. The Colossus of Rhodes. Do you not see this? You not see how beautiful this is? Notre Dame. Look at my elephant. Look at that. What difficulty did you set the AI? This is a older thing because the game just now got playable. So I had this on easier difficulty, like the easiest difficulty to normal to the easiest, because on PlayStation this game, the way they released this game and the state they released this game is unacceptable. It took a whole month for them to patch it to make it playable. When you have it on higher difficulty levels, the game crashes more. You go to war with people, the game crashes. You zoom in too quick or zoom out too quick, the game crashes. You build a wonder, the game crashes. You even look at another world leader too long, the game crashes. It was horrible. I've never crashed so much playing a console game. It's really unacceptable. It took them a whole month. I couldn't really even play this until a month. And I told people in advance, I said, when this comes out, because the pre-order was available for this in summer, and I got it. And it took all this time. I was so excited. I've never had a Civ on launch. Civ 6 was my first one. This thing was completely unplayable, damn near. I couldn't even get to the second half of the game. I've stayed in antiquity. There's 3 different ages. I could not get past exploration. I didn't even know what modern era looked like. I've yet to drop a nuke. I haven't even used a nuke in this game because of how this was bad. It was so awful. I was afraid. I was thinking that I don't know if they're gonna be able to fix some of this. Because if they're not, then I'm just gonna have to bring the game back or like try to get a refund. But when the game works, I love this game. There's some things, there's only a few things Civ 6 does better, but in terms of look, core mechanics and stuff, then I love this game. Look how beautiful that looks. Look at that natural wonder. And you see everybody up there who's mad, they're haters. Hate, hate, hate. That's all they know how to do. I mind my own business and they find a way to hate and get mad at me. They don't want to see me win. They don't want to see me great. I've got more than what they have, and now they're pissed. That's something that I don't agree with. That I do not stand for the way gaming has become essentially, and it's not just 2K. 2K is a different type of insulting where they release the same thing every single year and charge you full price and never fix it. Yet they make all the money in the world. Civ 7 or Civilization, you come out every decade or so. You come out every 7 to 8 years. To release in the state is unacceptable. It boggles the mind how you could get it, how they just do that. I don't appreciate that. And then just patch it into playability over the course of a few months. No, I don't care who does it. It's just not right. Horrible to the consumer. I'm still hesitant on zooming in real fast just because I'm whatever. I know they fixed a lot of it. I haven't crashed in over a week. I haven't even been able to play too much. But when I do play, I haven't crashed in well over a week now. So they did make some great improvements. Did you listen to Lil Nas X singles for Dream Boy? Dream Boy? What, he came out with some new songs or something? I kind of still don't like him for all the nonsense he did back then, but he's got some he's got some talent, but his shenanigans and antics and stuff I don't agree with how he is, that whole Montero and all that other stuff. And then I think that was probably the first video I did that did very well. I was on my old channel. I said how bad I said how bad his video, the Montero thing was. But see, like this is what a lot of people did. Because there's people that's just clearly homophobic, and then there's someone who's gay does anything, they just get upset. I looked at it specifically for him going into hell and twerking on the devil. And I said, you're playing with people's religion, you're doing this and that, and now you're just gonna, it's like, I don't see how you can do this and then not expect to piss people off. I said the messaging and stuff in there, I said, there's just certain levels to where somebody should. I'm like, do you have to go there for the sake of art? And if you do go there, be prepared to suffer the repercussions of it. But it's like he went there and then he just wasn't ready for what came afterward. It's like Ozzy Osbourne was over here biting heads off bats and stuff at concerts. If you aren't willing to live with it, don't do it. That's essentially what I said. And then people who clicked it, who've never seen anything I've done, they just click it because they're just used to disliking anything that anyone, they're just like, oh, this person's probably homophobic. And I even used examples of some of my favorite artists of all time have been gay. Freddie Mercury is one of my favorite artists. That's my second favorite band of all time, and Queen to the Beatles. Elton John, I love Elton John. I do not care about your sexuality. Nefarious messaging, though, I do care somewhat about. And they didn't know how to act. They were like, he's not homophobic, but how do I get angry and hate? Because people they just want easy ways to get angry at someone. But I don't care too much for him just as an overall artist and all that. And it's not just him, and this isn't to doubly emphasize my point. When Doja did this in her last album, when she got all demonic looking and stuff, that was lame, that was stupid, and that was unnecessary. especially being the type of star that you are, Doja. You're Doja Cat. Why you feel the need to walk around looking demonic and then to go and prey upon people's fears and all that to sell some records, I'll never know. It's unnecessary. It's stupid. I mean, at least if you're gonna be that way, at least be cool about it a little bit. Whenever people want to get demonic, they pick the lamest low common fruit. Lil Uzi Vert, he over here when he was on the thing, he had like the satanic ritual looking thing and stuff. It's just lame. That's all y'all know how to do. Y'all don't even know how to do it subtle. That's the quick thing that you go look. His name, Lil Uzi Vert, just Lucifer. Now that's subtle. That's subtle. I was like, okay, if you go be, that is somewhat cool. I don't agree with it, but it's cool. But this other stuff is just garbage. Do better. Find a better way to attract people. You don't even need to. Just make good music. You don't even need to do all of that. Who else did something like that? Y'all ready for Birdman comeback? Birdman come back from where? The pigeon coop? What's Birdman doing? Where he coming back from? You know, I switched back to the game and now the game is tied. What happened? Is Zion playing? Damn. Who is that? Hawkins? Damn, he got defense all over him and he still made that corner three. Damn. Did you watch March Madness? I've never been into college like that. But I see it's something that I will, if people want, I'll get into it more. I've never been into really the majority of my life. I've never been too interested in just the college aspect. No knock on it. It's just I myself just haven't gotten into that type of area. You guys play the game. Oh yeah. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play too. And then more stuff on music. Oh yeah, Kanye. Simply Snag, thank you for mentioning that. No, I was gonna make a video on it, but then I didn't, cause I still might make a video on what he just said. No, I'm going to. I just deciding when. It's maybe tomorrow. Kanye he's somebody else. Kanye needs his ass whooped. He's somebody else. He's the chief example right now of doing too much to sell records for music, and he doesn't have to. Kanye could simply do anything. He could make another scoopity poop and people will get it because he's Kanye. No, let me go and get a Nazi encrusted swastika chain and hang out with a roach like Nick Fuentes and tell people, I hate Jews, I do hate this and that, and then go and talk about a bunch of people in the worst of ways on Twitter, and then you talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. You go and call them the R word and stuff. For what, Kanye? For what? For music? Aren't you a billionaire? Do you even really need to do this? And people who excuse that type of behavior, they just don't stand for anything. If you just look at it as Kanye is trolling and he's just doing this just whatever, would you be friends with somebody who's willing to do and say anything just to make a point? I wouldn't. Because nothing's off limits to you and you have no filter and you know you don't, and you're willing to do and say anything just to make yourself in a better position somewhat or just bring relevance. Even if you don't really believe that, I'm still not going to hang out with you as a person. I'm not going to like you as a person because you don't stand for anything. There's no way he's the same guy that made College Dropout. It's a shame, man. Every time I say he can't go lower, he goes even lower. I wanted Kendrick to diss him, but now I'm like, actually don't diss him. And he wants Kendrick to diss him. Don't even pay nobody like that attention. He's too sad and pathetic now. You can't even argue with somebody like that. That's like who's a good example? Like Charleston White. If you know who Charleston White is somebody that if you try to argue with him, he's just going to go for the jugular. He's just going to go for you can't even argue with somebody like that. It's just like you arguing with Satan. Why even bother? So just ignore him. What you go say? The only thing that Kanye understand is lawsuits. With somebody like that, you got to hurt their pocketbook. That's the only way to do something to him. Or just catch him somewhere at some fashion show slipping. Maybe he get another girl wearing next to nothing. Maybe catch him lacking and then stomp him out or something. Because somebody like that, you make fun of kids, I'm sorry. That's just not, it's not funny, it's not cool. You want to talk bad about Jay-Z, Beyonce, you want to talk bad about Playboy Cardi, you want to talk bad about all these people, okay, fine, whatever. You're still lame, but you're talking about someone's kids? That's ass whooping worthy. I last heard Jay-Z and Beyonce, they doing something where they thinking of suing him. Good. Bye. Okay, I was used to bait Kendrick into a response. Kendrick shouldn't bother. Drake fans are now co-signing what Kanye is doing. Like they're like, Kendrick isn't going to diss Kanye because he doesn't have pre-recorded disses and stuff towards him. It's like, what? Y'all lost. It's over. Oh, Kendrick's not really like that. He was on a song called Like That. You just gotta play things differently, person to person. And Kanye, think about what Kanye did and how he did it. And I'm being objective on Kanye too when I say this. The Bully snippet that he released, that whole hour short film, this just his son hitting a bunch of luchadors or something with a sledgehammer. It's a dumbass video. The snippets are good though. I'll give him that. The snippets are good. That first song, that ding ding ding, the only go ding ding ding. Now that sounds dope. I'm not even go. We be honest. Yeah. Is it worth what he did? No. All of that. And for what? You could have just did that without getting a Nazi chain. No, we can't do it. We got to be the lamest person possible. And then him typing in all caps. Does he? I don't even think he's never heard of not pressing a caps lock button. Every tweet he does, nonsensical. And then y'all see what Iggy Azalea said. Kanye said something to her in like 2012, where he goes up and asks her. The man has been a weirdo. He is a weirdo and a dweeb who just so happens to be a musical genius. She said, and he co-signed this. This isn't even just her making this up. He was in the comments on Twitter saying, this is true. What she said is true. He goes and asks her, he's like, how big is your husband's dick? Or how big is your boyfriend's dick? Huh? And this is the first time she's met him, by the way. And he's like, I used to jack off to your video, to your pictures and stuff. Who? Excuse me, sir? This is how we start the conversation off? And he's like, I know whoever you with, their dick has to be big because you have a lot of ass. Get the hell out of my face. Someone please. Someone please whoop his ass, please. Oh my God. Who talks like that? And Iggy Azalea, imagine being Iggy Azalea and you know about Kanye and then you're a fan of Kanye, you grew up listening to him. And this is the first impression you get of this man when he talks to you. And you're like, just ugly, garbage. Look at how he even treated Amber Rose. Cause I don't know why he would have like Amber Rose. You could tell his music got bad when he left Amber. When he got with Kim, the music was trash. The music was just he didn't know what he was doing. Dark Fantasy, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That whole album, he was with Amber. When he left Amber, he get with Kim. It's like now you get stuff like Scoopity Poop and all that shit. It's like nah. He talked about Amber like a dog. Now Amber be getting around. Nobody's over here saying Amber that she on that slut walk and stuff. Okay, yeah. But you go talk about her afterwards. She didn't say a single bad thing about him afterward. He's like, I had to take 30 showers after I got with her. Like Kim doesn't have a sex tape. What are you talking about? So lame. Just ugly. He sat up there on Breakfast Club and said that nonsense, and Charlemagne and them laughing. Laughing. I would have been there. It's like, shit's not funny. Like, what is that? What, your wife is so much better? Yeah, that's something to keep to yourself, especially not the person you have a crush on. Yeah, nobody asked for that. We don't need to hear you say that. And and he's supporting Diddy. He's supporting Diddy. That alone, I don't know how anybody could. He will never not be a musical genius. But the man is deranged. The man is off his rocker. He's the worst type of unhinged. He said, let Diddy out. Baby Oil Bandit, let him out. The man that tried to blow up Kid Cudi's car, I'll never get over that. Picture you dating a girl and your car explodes. You don't even know why, it just blows up one day. Because that dude don't like that you dating her, and she don't bother to tell you, oh, he got a violent streak. No, I would never. There's certain people that I just wouldn't date you. I'm just not gonna, depending on who you were with before me, I'm just not gonna date you. You was with anybody from out of Chicago and stuff. Like if you used to be with somebody that's like if a girl, like let's say for example, a girl, she was like, oh, I used to date Lil Durk or Lil Reese. Bye. I'll see you later. We're done. I'm not dealing with that. I don't have time for that. We ain't even together no more. Are you sure? Have you told him that? I don't think so. I don't need that. I don't have time for that. Depends on who it is. Be like, no, I don't care how good she looks either. Bye. I like peace and prosperity. I don't need these issues. Get back with him. Because in his mind, y'all still together. I don't need him getting upset at me, and then I have this whole lifestyle that I have to worry about where I go somewhere not lacking. That anytime anyone is lacking 24/7, people could be like just getting up and having a peaceful day. Is the beauty in that is just lost on people. I'll never understand now. If you grow up in those neighborhoods, I used to live in Detroit neighborhood and stuff, but not a lot of people get out of scenarios like that. You get out of it. But when you get rich and you're still doing it, like with Lil Durk's case, idiot. And the people who were egging him on too, when you go slide for Vine, you live in the suburbs. You go to soccer meetings and stuff. Your mom drives a minivan and takes you to soccer practice. You talk about when you go slide for Vine. When you go shut the hell up. And Dirk listened to these people and then look what happened. He's still living that lifestyle. No. Stupid. This isn't even Kanye's final form. I can't even imagine what this is. Yeah, he's Black Freezer right now. I hope this is his final form. I can't even. You don't need to go. No, He's such a lame class clown. He's not even a class, and this is somebody, I have a master's degree at being a class clown. This is a man that can't find any real creativity in doing what he's doing. He picks the lowest common denominator to piss people off. Because if any of you saw on Twitter, what was he tweeting a variety of the time? When he first started this Nazi thing, people were just like, oh, outraged and stuff. But after a point, it got old. People just adapted to it. There's like, okay, yeah, whatever. First it was the Trump thing. Then he went from the Trump thing to the Nazi thing. That was his evolution. That was his next form. Now he's second form Frieza. Then he goes and now he's getting another form. But now people are getting used to it because it's like whenever we see you, that's all you're talking about. Okay, whatever. So now that he knows that's not working, what does he do now? He talks about someone's kids. And now everyone's like, oh, because now that's another level. That's another transformation. He'll just keep doubling down on what he thinks will give him the most shock value. He is a lame individual. Nobody tells Kanye this either. Have you ever seen videos when he's making his music and his album? He be just yelling at people. People just sit there and take it. They just sit there and just get yelled at. Nobody in the room stand up like, yay, shut your ass up. I'm gonna have to put hands on you. Like you doing too much. Nobody. They just sit there and get yelled at. You saw he was yelling at Chance, the rapper. He was all like, where's the beat? Where's the this and that? I was like, I'll be damned. I sit there and deal with that. It's on principle. You just can't. People let him get away with too much. It's Drake too. People let Drake get away with too much. Talking to people's ex and trying to talk to their girl and all that and stuff. Bitch behavior. '93 to '91. Did Kanye fail art school or something? Andrew says he went to art college, but not, he's just too full of himself. He's too egotistical and full of himself. And he realizes that the sounds he helped cultivate for hip hop and bring to life, people do it better than him. So you were the innovator, but now people do what your sound was better than you. If you listen to Travis Scott. Travis Scott is a facet of Kanye. Kanye used to be able to do that sound, but Travis Scott, he just does it better than you. Kanye created it with Kid Cudi, but Travis Scott does that better than both of them. Everybody's just certain people have gotten to Kanye's level of, at least with not his level of, I'd say, the ability to push certain boundaries and innovate. You're just not that anymore. So instead of trying to, because he's somebody who I want to constantly be able to move the culture and shift it. You're just not that anymore. You can only do that so many times. Kanye changed hip hop sound, 3-4 times? Most artists never do it once. And some of the greatest ever have only done it maybe once. He's done it 3 to 4 times. But the 808 sound and everything else, people do that better than you, Kanye. And they don't need people to write their lyrics for them like you do. And he's very schizophrenic on Drake. I'm pretty much 100% on Drake's side when it comes to Kanye. Because you can't keep complimenting me, say Drake is the greatest, and then call me the F word, the gay derogatory thing. Drake is a blah blah and will always be a blah blah. He was like, oh, but Drake, we need to get together and make some music. Schizophrenic bastard, get away from me. Don't nobody talk to you no more. Catch your screams sometime. Much love. Unaccepted by society artists. How are you doing today? Great to have you here. Yeah, Kanye stopped innovating. Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't do that anymore. People who listen to Yeezus too. People were all like, "Oh yeah." Now there's a good portion of Yeezus I like, But anybody who sits here and never heard of Death Grips and never heard of just that industrial hip hop sound, they're gonna listen to Yeezus and think Kanye did it again. No, he didn't. And then Life of Pablo is just a wannabe Beatles White album because it was just all over the place. Like he intentionally made it a mess and then tried to say like it's a purposeful mess. And that's also when he started updating music in real time, which I don't agree with. Once you make something and once art is put out there, it's forever. Don't try to touch it up no more. This isn't a video game. You can't just keep patching it. Patch notes. Imagine an album with patch notes. Fix the part in the song where I say, oh, she said she gonna suck my dick. That I changed it to, oh, she said she go grab a stick. How you like that? Oh, I updated the song. People's like, that just means you aren't good at finalizing anything. Yes, Commissioner is playing Civ Ziggy Buckets. This is Civ 7. The state in which the game released, I don't agree with. It's unacceptable, but the core mechanics are great. I really love this. He is a Gemini after all. He make our whole astrological sign look bad. I'm a Gemini too, but he makes us all look bad. Gives Geminis a bad name. Kanye needs to stop being self-destructive and actually heal. Find some peace, dog. Own up to your actions. Yeah. There's just certain levels to which going there, your level of character is just, to me, is just not acceptable. No more of this, oh, he has some mental this and that and stuff. No, he's in control of his actions. Like, you can't keep saying that and say, oh, well, he lost his mom and stuff. That from someone and myself who's lost their mom, there's levels to which I will not go because of how much pain I'm in. What's the phrase? Hurt people hurt people. I look at it as I'm gonna stay hurting and hurt myself before I hurt somebody else. And he doesn't do that. He'd rather just hurt any and everybody that's around him. I don't know how people can even then if you switch up on Kanye, I guess that makes you look bad. Like Playboy Cardi, he went and said, shut the F up to Kanye, tweeted something, and then people in the comments on Twitter saying, Kanye made you. As if Cardi wasn't Cardi without Kanye. As if Cardi wasn't going to be himself without him. And even if he did make him, so what, that just means I have to sit at the foot of another man for the rest of my life? I can't question that man. I have to be indebted to him. I can never have any say so. I don't get how people's mind work. People just be saying anything on the internet. And they get on podcasts and say even more dumb stuff. You could be forever grateful to a guy and still drop them. It's like, yeah, I'll still drop you because I'm not a Nazi. To hell with you. Bye. You like that pretzel that comes out all twisted. This is all a yay now. If any of you ever looked at the Kanye documentary thing, the Genius, that is an amazing documentary. As somebody in myself, just like the creative aspect, you see, the man said in 2004 or 2005, he said he wants to get to the point where he can just get rid of his name or something. To just speak stuff like that in existence back then. These are the great aspects of him. But what he is now, I don't co-sign nor support. But that shows you just how crazy things have gotten, where people have become so desensitized. Where back then when he said slavery was a choice, everyone was so up in arms. When he had the MAGA hat, people were so up in arms. Oh my God, this and that. now the man is literally wearing a Nazi diamond-studded chain. Look at where we've gotten. If he had done this in 2016, I think he career-wise would have been finished. But no, he had to graduate to this point. You see what I did there? Yeah, he had to graduate to here. Slowly but surely transforming. Him being as unhinged as he is now represents, I think, in a microcosm of where society is now. Look at where it is and look at what people accept and let him get away with. Things that he would not have gotten away with 8 years ago. Because it's just normal. We just expect that now. Watch your Pistons right now and say they're good this season. Cooper play. Yeah. Cooper flag Detroit would be a crazy fit. You know, it'd be real funny if we somehow, I don't think it's, I forget off the top of my head. It'd be real funny if we somehow got the #1 draft pick and we're not actively trying to be the worst. Well, I mean, last year we were just the worst. It wasn't even about trying. It was just garbage. It was going to be the worst. But it'd be funny if something like that happened. But these playoffs, these may just be, I think these playoffs may be the best playoffs that I've covered or so. Okay, not even playing. These may be the best playoffs that I've been a part of. I mean, at least in covering stuff since making this channel. Because like, if the playoffs were to start right now, who's all in there? You got the Warriors that's going to be in there. As much as people tune in to the stuff that they like. I've been irritated with the NBA and promotion of stars and all of that. Because I was like, well, you need to promote more of your younger stars. But Curry is Curry. Curry's always going to be whatever. So you got the Warriors in there. You got the Lakers in there. Especially, that's going to get a lot of people. Because you got LeBron, people tune into him with a Luka thing. You got my Pistons in there. You got the OKC, you got the Cleveland in there, you got Boston in there. This could potentially be the best playoffs I've covered. And I think the finals matchup it'll be far better than last season because people were just so enamored with Luka that they expected Luka will do Luka magic things against the Celtics, and he just has that much aura. He's just that unstoppable. But they're not looking at the whole of the Mavericks squad in comparison to that Celtics squad. Because you can go and look up polls to this day, and I've even seen some. All the polls at the time prior to the Celtics and Mavericks series, everybody was wanting the Mavericks to win. Partly because people like to hate on the Celtics, but they were enamored with what Luka is and what we've known him to be. So we're like, yeah, Luka's gonna just go crazy and do what he does in the play. And when people didn't get that, they started saying these playoffs that finals was the worst finals ever. I don't know how you could say that when finals like 2018 exists. 2018, 2007, both of which LeBron being a part of, just seeing one clearly superior team beat up on another one. It's just people were very disappointed with this one. The disappointment was so immeasurable that it made people give way to just claims of it being a horrible finals. I don't think it was a horrible finals. I just think it was one of the most disappointing finals ever. This season is already better than last. Yeah, I definitely agree. Burned, I think that's your name, Burned. Excellent point. I think so too. The injuries though are like we could have just think of if the Mavericks did a little bit better. Let's say if Kyrie didn't get injured, Davis didn't get injured, we could have had, that could have been great. Imagine a Mavericks and Lakers playoff series. Well, we don't get that. The Knicks are looking sus. And I was expecting the Knicks to be essentially kind of close to the Celtics, at least. At least in that category of they've made a leap. They're clearly up here and other teams are here, but they may end up, something very embarrassing may end up happening. And then after that, I don't know where they may try to make a, I don't even know what they would do, to be honest with you. Because last season it was due to injuries, and now this season everybody's there mostly, and then it's just not working out. If it doesn't, then I hope they don't go and do something stupid. They'd be like, hey, let's just blow it up. Let's just trade Brunson, trade this and that. I don't know. Commissioner, I'm pretty sure you're a Star Wars guy with all the edits. Did you watch Bad Batch? If so, what do you think? I didn't get to watch it. I saw some clips. It does look interesting. I want to watch that eventually. As a general on Star Wars and what Disney has done with it, it's just atrocious. There's some things that are good, like Rogue One. I love Rogue One. Rogue One is probably the best thing Star Wars has done. I mean, Disney has done since they've been in control of Star Wars. Everything else, damn near, with the exception of maybe The Mandalorian, which I haven't been able to watch. I've been so, my back has just been turned from Star Wars just because of that. What they did with that series. I keep saying it over and over. It's just due to stuff in my life just being haphazard. I need to upload more on my other channel. On the, if you go on my main channel page, it's there. It'd be like, nerdy type topics and stuff. So it'd be anime, it'd be superhero stuff. I wanted to make a video that I'll try to, in the next few days, make a video on that foolishness and them casting this black actor to play Snape from Harry Potter. They doing a show, an adaptation of the thing. Stupid as hell. I'm tired of these handouts. It's insulting, especially when in the book Snape's appearance is described and they want to go and cast it. Just make a new character, make a new property or franchise. Stop giving us these hand-me-downs, creating division and stuff. Enough with that. You should have casted Adam Driver as Snape. No, let's not do that. Let's go and get a black guy to play him and then create a bunch of controversy, because that's all people know how to do nowadays. Can't just make good art. We gotta go and make rage bait and get people. That'll get people watching, won't it? Oh, thank you, Bern. I'd watch commission movie reviews any day of the week. I want to start doing that. I got so many different things I wanted to do with that. Movie reviews, show reviews, and anime reviews. Just haven't been able to do it. I prioritized a lot of things for uploading for this channel, but YouTube doesn't, YouTube likes me better with this channel than they do my original channel. But now I'm at the stage, or I'm at the point now. Ooh, look at Ron Holland. I'm at the point now where I guess things have slowed to a crawl. YouTube growth wise, I don't know what's been up for the past few weeks. I know this last February, just with what was going on, February was a bad month for me, but stuff is just moving like a snail. Moving so much at a snail's pace. Hopefully I want to at least be able to get to 60 before the playoffs start. But stuff has just been moving just real slow. I don't know what it is. And I'd be uploading every single day. I can literally upload 2 videos a day for a month. But then I don't want to just make content just to make it if there's nothing that I really feel like, oh, my heart is in this and that, but YouTube just hasn't been kind. Like YouTube pushes some channels, and then other ones I'll just be wondering about some stuff. Are you sick again, or am I? My nose is a little stopped up because in Michigan it just randomly it's just very bipolar weather, and my nose has been bleeding randomly the past day or two because the weather just changes. It was hot. It'll be cold in the morning, then it just randomly gets hot. It'll get up like the late 60s and the 70s. Then it'll get cold at night. It just switches, and then nose just be acting up. Consider doing shorts from your vid. Yep, Fiasco Halo. Yeah, I know. I could do so. If I could, I'm gonna have to show people the list of stuff. I have a list. YouTube Shorts alone. The last time I had, now the NBA Shorts were just shorts involving the league and just basketball. Shorts that I haven't done. It's at least 90 something that I just haven't done. YouTube Shorts that don't have nothing to do with basketball is well over like 150 or something. I could literally make a video every single day, a video of some kind every single day for months and just do whatever. But then sometimes it's like dealing with the power problems, and then like these technical difficulty things where like the headset breaks, and it's like, what, go out and spend 100 some on a headset. It's like, well, it still works, but it's just inopportune. LA versus Golden State Warriors and Denver versus OKC. Who you got? Thank you very much. Is it Kyle Pond? I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong. Lakers versus Golden. That I'm gonna say Lakers just because that LeBron and Luka tandem, but I can see that going 7 games. I would still say Lakers though, but I think Warriors have the potential to beat them in 7-game series. But I want to say Lakers. I think just a tough out with just LeBron and Luka and that 2-man game and just what they do. OKC, Denver and OKC. I'm gonna have to say OKC. Denver. Denver just looks a little too sus for me sometimes with some of these performances. Now it's not just them too. It's just because Cavaliers lost like 4 or 5 games in a row recently. But it's funny how Cavaliers, they can lose that many games and people are just automatically writing them off. They're like, oh, first round exit. It's like, oh, come on now. But that shows you like the prioritization. Some teams, people just have favorites. Blanco Smoke, thank you very much for the donation. Thanks for all the great content. Oh, you are very welcome. Wow, my nose is bothering me. Sorry. 1 second. Sorry. Let me kind about what I have to. Just why I said, bro, needs some duct tape. I did actually try with duct tape earlier. That was some of why I was late. I was trying to fix this, and the way this mic is, I can't even put the duct tape on it because this part is just attached to this. So when I put it on it, it was still hanging. I said, you know what, this is just bad. Let me just forget about it. Ain't Ron Holland stepping up doing his thing. I sometimes forget he is a top 5 pick. I think he's got some good upside. My Miami Heat's trash, James Graham says. Yeah, that Jimmy leaving and all that. But you could tell Jimmy he did some of the classic thing that some of these players do. I'm unhappy. I'm disgruntled with where I'm at. I don't want to be here no more. His numbers dip, assists, point totals, and stuff dip, unproductive or not as productive as he normally is. Once that man hits the Warriors, he over here scoring 25, 26 a game. He doing all that and stuff. It's just weird. It's still weird for me seeing Jimmy damn Butler and Curry on the same team. Also, Curry got injured recently. Like, he had a bad fall, but they said nothing came back when they did a MRI or something. So, I think he's good. He'll probably just be out a game or two, just because they want to be safe. But thankfully, if he was out, that would have been heartbreaking. That would have been so painful. I was like, damn, man, playoffs just around the corner. Damn, Ron Holland, 8 for 12, got 20 points. Yeah, see, this is what I like. This Cade isn't even playing, and my team is competitive. I know people wanted me to talk about the Lakers getting disrespected and smacked by the Bulls. I didn't get to watch the game, but I did see it. It was funny. It was quite hilarious. I'll give the only bit of slack I'll give. Well, actually, no, it's Luka on the team with the y'all. That shouldn't be happening. It's unacceptable. Bulls couldn't miss a shot, but Bulls have been winning. I think they've won their last 8 games. Bulls have been doing a lot of good things. It's only now that they beat the Lakers that people have just started to realize. They're like, oh wait, Bulls. I was like, yeah, Bulls have really cleaned themselves up as of late. But they don't get no slack now that I think about it. Because I was gonna say, well, LeBron just got back, and if a star just comes back, I'm not gonna automatically say you had a horrible bad game, because he didn't have a good game at all. But he did just get back. It's not like he's been there. So I'll say, okay, that's just being reasonable. But it's still an unacceptable loss. Embarrassing. Horrendous. You're the Lakers and you got Luka. Figure it out. Or is Luka still somewhat injured? I don't know. That conditioning better not be an issue. I hope they took Luka aside as he's been on the Lakers and say, you need to get yourself right. None of that shit you were doing on the Mavericks. Like, what is this? Like, he's dropping 30 something despite being fat. Get with LeBron's fitness program or do whatever. Like, they need to. I was like, Luka, I never expected you to be this type of person that you aren't doing due diligence with your physicality, with your body and all that. RTC Enjoy Life, thank you very much for the donation. Glad I found your channel this year. I love watching your videos. You be having us rolling. Never stop grinding. I hope it pays off one day, bro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your support, man. Thank you. Inspirational too. Motivating. I certainly will. I will try my best. There's certain things I just haven't been able to do. I could go on and on about how many different ideas and stuff I have that's written down in templates. I just haven't done. Oh, look at that 3-pointer. I wish I could go. Damn it, I wish I could go to a Pistons game. What's that? When the Bulls finally decide to lock in with their franchise, they'll be dangerous. Yeah, they got something going on there. It's good. While Jimmy Butler's made Warriors better, they're still not making it far in the playoffs. This new super team is working in the short term, but in a win now situation, they're not gonna win. If Jimmy has performances that I know he's capable of from like last season, I mean like seasons past, and he's doing that on this Warriors team with Curry, and Curry is himself, just the firepower and what they can do. And then that man redacted. Damn! Look at Duran! Angry slam! Yes! This is beautiful to see. I love that. I can't believe we're finally here. As I said again, Cade isn't even playing. And my team is competitive. But then Zion isn't playing either. But Zion, it's like every other time I see a Pelicans game or I manage to see a little bit of one, I don't never see him playing. That man Duran is a monster. If he gets some fine tuning with his game somewhat, like just space the floor a little bit more and just add some more bit more offensive capabilities to this thing, like his upside is, I think, really good. Hope the stream is archived. Yeah, the streams I'll keep the streams here. The only time because some of the streams have been deleted in the past. The only time some of them will disappear is if I'll get a copyright on the streams too, because then it'll be like there's some music playing, and then I just don't want to get in trouble with YouTube, so I end up deleting it. But I'll start keeping the streams there, like archive them or something. How much is a ticket for the Pistons? I am not sure. I'm sure the price has gone up from whatever it is, because the team gets good, they go start charging more, but it's a shame I haven't been to a basketball game since I've been to more baseball games and more football games than I have basketball games, which is a shame. I'm actually trying to think. I went to when I was little, the celebration for the 2004 championship we won. We went to. I think that's it. I actually think I've never been to a basketball game. Oh, look at Schroeder antagonizing. Schroeder be that used to make me angry. It's still looking at him doing it, even though he on my team, still making me angry. I'm looking at tickets right now. I was just curious how much they are. Yeah, I'm not too sure myself. Yeah, I think we may have this game here against the Pelicans. This was some tremendous effort towards down the stretch for this. This is great. I will play the game too. Time this is finished. Like 40 some seconds left in the game. Okay, don't let him do that. And he got the foul. CJ McCollum. Oh yeah, Rockets are talked about. I need to make a video on them. They've been doing they've had a great season. My Houston Rockets on the rise with a 9-game win streak. We're playing against Denver, who don't have Jokic to his ankle. Oh, he's injured. Oh. NH Black. Hi, buddy. Hope you are well. Thank you. I hope you are doing well yourself. Are how's today going for you? Andrew said, Pistons in a nutshell. Last year, sell the team. This year, never mind, we good now. Just thinking about where we were and how we got here. That turnaround, uh, Trajan, like he needs to get, he should be on a short list of, um, general manager type thing, is what he's done with the team, and without having to really do too well. I mean, yeah, he's done a lot, but he hasn't had to really give anything up and make some trades he probably didn't want to make, to have the team in place and to have this drastic of a turnaround, and then have cap space for this upcoming off season, as well as Cade taking a massive leap. Opinions on Schroeder and the Pistons. I like Schroeder on the Pistons. Schroeder has always been, he's always been a great addition to really any team. It's just his flopping is which players that be flopping too much just piss me off. But Schroeder is definitely somebody who, you get him on your team, he's somewhat of a glue person, and he can do a multitude of different things. And I really like what he's done and what he's given to Piston squad in general. He's got that veteran presence. And the chemistry, too. I'm seeing him out there. This unspoken chemistry the team is developing. We've been in damn 6th seed forever. We need to get out of 6th seed. I'm not trying to go up against damn Cavaliers in the first damn thing. We could get out, but then, yeah, get out of, but then we'd have to go up against Boston. Oh well. If it's possible to get to 4th seed, could go up against the Knicks. Very big may have a chance against the Knicks. I can't wait till, you want that man on my squad? Never. Absolutely not. Redacted going to the Pistons? Never. Oh. Mike says, Commissioner, I have to be honest, you and that whole TNT crew, or Charles and crew, are literally my only source of NBA I get. Oh, well, I'm honored to be mentioned among such legendary figures such as that. Thank you. TNT and them, like, they've gotten some criticism, more criticism as of late in the past few years, of them being more in their old headish mentality with some things, and I do get it. An example being how Shaq didn't know who's coaching the Pistons. Then he's like, well, I don't watch them, so, and it just doubles down on it. It's like, just, I can see how younger fans have started to become a little bit more turned off towards TNT's crew, because they could be more open, they could be more receptive of some things going on with younger players, but they're just so dismissive that it leaves a bad taste in people's mouths that are younger fans, and they don't really like that. But the entertainment aspect with TNT crew will always be unmatched. Okay, all right, don't let them run down the lane and do that. Have to be Scrubnut the Third. Is Civ 7 worth getting? Really enjoy Civ 6, but don't want to pay $70 for the game on some 2K bullshit. Well, I'm not gonna lead you wrong here, Scrubnut. If me personally, I really enjoy what's here, but if you're quality of life adjustments and things that were in Civ 6, not all of them are present in 7. And I don't want to tell you to get the game and then there's certain things here. I think if you're really intending hardline about a game having certain features and not more of this modern gaming thing where it's patching and adding stuff, it would probably be better if you wait a few months than get it right now. Even though they're having their next DLC comes out in 2 days, basically. They give some free updates and stuff, but I can't I can only speak for myself. I very much enjoy what's here, but it took a month for it to get to playability on console anyway. So I think you'd be better waiting a few months just for caution's sake. Quentin McGinnis says, Lakers fan here. I like y'all squad. I think y'all could beat Knicks, Pacers, and Bucks as well. Maybe y'all could make Eastern Conference Finals. What do you think? What do you think about Lakers? Honestly, been a fan since 2010. Yeah, the outside of and just being objective and honest. Oh, look at Jaden Ivey and them. They laughing. Yeah, I love to see team getting along, team doing team things. Being honest about the Lakers, if I see a lot of teams there's teams I think function as a team better than the Lakers, being the Rockets, the Thunder, one other one I want to say. But in terms of just heavy hitting offensive capability as well as just that experience, I think outside of OKC and really outside of OKC and maybe Denver, I think Lakers can beat everybody that's there. Everybody on their way up, basically, or just in the playoffs. RTC enjoyed life. Thank you very much for the donation. Shaq mad because Detroit whooped his behind. Yeah, he's still mad about that. That'd be funny if he's still upset about that. But these playoffs are shaping up to be probably the best we've had in a bit of time. I just hope everybody that's here, I hope they stay healthy and get your injuries and stuff out the way, or quick injuries out the way now. So I don't want to see people going down a week prior to the playoffs or first round of the playoffs, because injuries last season were just really hampered the whole experience. It's just been a free throw fest in this Pistons Pelicans game, just back and forth. Foul, free throw, foul. Stop letting him run down the lane and do that. They keep letting CJ McCollum just run straight down and get an easy lay-in. Would you agree 2016 was the best modern NBA season? Yeah, there were so many different... That 2016 season was kind of storybook in a way. I would agree with that. At least one of the best. And then how it capped off with Cleveland coming back, it was some out of a movie somewhat. So yeah, I can definitely see that. The Warriors and Cleveland series, though, outside of 2016 was of course the best one. But once KD came there, it just took life out of it. It took interest out of it for me. All right, Pistons won. Okay. Let me switch back. Yes, excellent. Another dub. Ron Holland, thank you very much. Played a great game. Everybody played off each other really great. Excellent, excellent. As long as Reinsdorf owns the Bulls, White Sox, both those teams aren't going to win anything. Yeah, what's up with him? What's up with him? He just, I guess maybe he said, I'm through. I did all my winning in the 90s. I don't care no more. All right, time to actually play some of the game. I may try to do that. Look at this, man. These tornadoes are still here. This is unacceptable. I could never live in a place named Tornado Alley. I'm sorry. I could never. Absolutely not. Name that. Michigan. I was just talking about this with grandmother too. Michigan is just it's such a, it's like, look at this. It's such a perfect, in my opinion, it's just a quaint state. It's a low key state, low key place to live. The weather doesn't get like this. It doesn't get too hot. It kind of get to where, well, anything that's like in the 80s to me, I don't like heat. Doesn't get too hot. Doesn't get too cold. No natural disasters. No earthquakes. No hurricanes. We kind of too far in there. It's just, it's nice like that. Michigan will forever be my base of operations, no matter what success comes. I always just live mainly in Michigan. Who's your favorite bench player? Saggy Bones says, thank you very much for the donation. Favorite bench player? Favorite bench player? Well, I think of some people that's like, I think of Boston with I think Pritchard. He comes off the bench. Like, I think the energy he gives and stuff is really good. I think of Pistons, for example, got people come off the bench that Asor Thompson has kind of been in and out of the starting lineup. I know he has some injury stuff, but he's defensively great. I think he's mainly been in starting lineup, but we have someone named Marcus Sasser. I think he does some great work off the bench. Some other ones, it's hard to kind of think of some. These tornadoes, man, I couldn't deal with that. Modern Bridge or a department store. This is a TBS. Oh, this is Civilization 7. Booker to Detroit. Yeah, I'm in favor of that. Someone mentioned that to me on Twitter. I said, I like this. Booker to Detroit. Yeah, I like this. This is Civilization 7, Marcus H. How are you doing today? What do I want to make? What do I want to make here? Oh, look at how great this looks. They did a really, this is just a beautiful job. For hours, I've lost myself in hours just looking at all of these things here. Just really great. These are still here? I can't even, what's the point of repairing anything right now? Just so they can tear it up? Oh yeah, look at my tank. Yes. Let's move on out. I think I'll try to go for the, should I do the nuke thing? I should try to go for the, let me see if I take that. I've never dropped a nuke. I should do it on here since I haven't done nuke victory on here. It's just, I like this wheel here that they added. I think this is mainly for console that they have. I like this. Age progress. Nuclear dynamos. Crazy, but not surprising. Johnny Juice. You should have seen me when I dropped a nuke on that other screen. But they brought it on themselves. I didn't do anything. I don't be starting nothing. Get these three bastards out of here. They're tearing up my tank. Now I gotta make repairs. The animations in here too, look at them. They actually fix the tank. It's not just, oh, it's healing, and then they just stand there. They fix the tank and stuff. Oh, this dude. Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm still at war. Oh yeah, since I'm already at war, what? Yeah, why not? Why not? Yeah, I'm already at war with them. Let me make a. See, now I gotta repair all this stuff now. I don't think I can make a. Marcus H, I'm good, bro. How about you? I'm never really too great these days, but I feel better when talking to people and everything. Jova R, thank you for the donation. It's a shame when El Boro pulled those players down, you couldn't fully crash out on your video because you were sick. It's still a great videos. Thank you very much. I should have I wanted to. There were other topics I covered in the video that I was like, I kind of distracted some from the main thing. But yeah, I absolutely hate getting sick. And I had 2 colds back to back due to my little brother. Recent barrage of storms triggers a wide-scale movement to better understand such awesome phenomena. The new groups formed to help cope with future disasters. A cluster of researchers argue that weather must be studied scientifically to protect people and infrastructure, yet a small community of naturalists prefers to focus on humanitarian efforts in the wake of devastation, arguing that weather is inevitable and should be spiritually revered. Weather is a scientific problem with structural solutions. Disaster is humanity's law, bringing people together in care. Scientifically, I would pick this, but I want some of that culture, so I'll pick that one. Settlement is unrest. Oh, I got another. Yeah, let me get some planes here. Let me get some planes. Right, pack. Repair that, damn it! Rivalry. Okay, what do I want? Oh, I have another one. That's good. How you feeling better talking to people? I know how you feel, man. Also, you're a big reason why I'm interested in basketball again. That means so very much to hear you say that. NH Black, thank you very much. Yeah, I try to primarily brighten people's day. If I can't.
The young men shall fight. The women shall make tents. The old shall arouse the courage of the warriors.
Uh, the voice acting work in here too. Really great. Gwendolyn Christie, she does a great job. Um, do you prefer Civ? Yeah, this way back. I can't even play Civ 6. I'm not gonna play Civ 6 again with this. There are a few things Civ 6 does better than this game that I know, given time, they'll add into this one. But I just can't. I can't go back to that. But still, this one is far superior, looks wise too. Like the way the other one looked, like this looks as realistic as you can possibly get with just the art design and everything. Red, how are you doing? Hello, Commissioner. No Darth Mule. Shit, right? Yeah, I want the. I don't know if some of you have seen the merch or the shirt that I'm gonna make, or that I'm not making, but it's due to channel member Michiru Yami, who he's a great designer, and he made the. It's just picture Darth Mule, and it's called Darth Mule. Picture him with red lightsaber, and he's got the Sith hood and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna get that set up for people to get, because I don't want this to be, well, primarily just so, of course, it helped the channel out, and I don't want to be in a position where I have to ask so much of people, please help and things like that, because I deal with a lot of issues and things medically and all that, and it's just been very difficult having to deal with it, make videos, and then trying to support both my grandmother and my little brother, who's like we don't have custody of, but he stays over here, and then it's having to deal with like making sure he got his homework finished, got to get his medication and things because he's on the spectrum, got to do a lot of different things. Like everything just helps better keep channel and all that together, and just being able to make content. I've been doing work and all that as well, but it's with the way, like, in this, is it raining or is it, I don't know, the economy that like they have us in with how stuff is. It's like if you've got multiple members of your family, you gotta basically have everybody needs to work in order for you to make ends meet, and it shouldn't be that way. People should be able to comfortably live, comfortably go to work and do all that, and not feel as though they're about to lose their house. And just the way things are set up, it's really a shame. And then this city here, I don't even know how to. They don't have city name functions in here. They said they was adding it soon, but somebody like Gangakonda Cholapuram. Gangalakonda Cholapuram. I think that's what it's called. Wow. This Civ 7. I love playing Civ 5, but seeing this is insane. Also, I consider the best basketball YouTuber and especially entertainer out there. So happy for the Pistons. Thank you, Neon Wolves. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be able to do this. I hope you are doing well yourself. Yeah, this is Civ 7. If you're interested in, there's a lot of great things the game does. But the state in which it released, I don't agree with. I do want to give like a review of the game entirely, but then I don't want to just make a lengthy segment about that when I know other people, they want to hear about some hoops and other stuff. Who says someone Someone said something about Stephen A, but it's not here no more. I don't know what happened to it. I'm an OKC fan also. I feel sorry the refs last night. You have too many responsibilities and you're a great man. My mom had seizures and broke her femur, and I'm the one that's working. I have seizures too. Though I'm real sorry to hear that, Red. I hope both of you can weather the storm, and it's really sad to hear. You've done some great things in being able to manage all that and take care of the both of you and stuff like that's what it's all about. I think of the line from Breaking Bad when Gus was saying that he's like, "Oh, a man he provides whether it's like whether people like him or not, or like his own family can despise him, but he'll provide and things." And I've only in the past few years having to be thrusted into a position like that because mom passed away, and then just feel as though you're on the deep side of the pool and then you can't swim and you're just trying to make things out as best you can, but it's just a scary situation to be in. NH Black U5, thank you very much for the donation. Thank you for everything. Keep your head up. I understand the struggle. I take care of my mom and family in another country. Yes, shout out to you too. We got a lot of great people tuned in watching who do a lot for them and theirs and who they care about. Really empowers me to want to keep at it no matter how much some days just hurt far worse than others. Yeah, someone said something about Stephen A. But yeah, Stephen A, he would he if some of you have I wanted to make a video on that too, but now it's kinda unless he says something else, I probably won't make one. But he's just been so flip floppy and wishy washy. Where now he wants to say he wants to talk about LeBron with the thing, and now I'm all for criticizing LeBron when it definitely makes sense, and it made sense in what he was saying, but he wants to go and afterward, ow, I dropped my controller on my foot. He wants to go and afterward say, I think what LeBron did was weak, or I think why didn't you say this to him in his face? It's so lame that you go and wait until afterward and then you do this woe is me press tour thing. Where was this anger? Where was all of this at when he was standing there? I know he did kind of randomly get jump scared by LeBron because it's like you watching a game, and when you look at when LeBron confronted him, from Stephen A's perspective, LeBron just spawns in front of him. Because he's clapping, looking at one side of the court, and he's looking this way. And he turns, and it's just LeBron is there. He's like, oh. So now, just in the moment, is that you now have to, you're just thinking about whatever. But then it's like you wait until afterward to say these things when he's right there. Just say something and stick to it. Or just say, oh, I've changed my mind on this and that. But don't just switch up later and then say like, oh, I think what he did was weak. You didn't even say it was weak in the whole week afterward. To week and a week afterward.
So readily do people adapt themselves to the marvellous contrivances which modern inventive ingenuity has devised.
King George here. Oh, and a cultured King George at that, Civ 7. Let's go, yes. Thank you very much, Alejandro. Thoughts on Shaq disrespecting the Pistons? He still got PTSD for 2004 when it cooked his ass. Defense K deserve. I don't know if you saw the video I did where I was talking about the One of the recent videos I did on the Pistons, I mentioned that in the video. I didn't. I just bundled it with it because it's a subject I should have talked about some days sooner. But then I put it in there. That's some of what some people will complain about when it comes to Shaq and Barkley with this. They just seem out of touch with what goes on with some of these young players and these young teams, and then people just see it more as just being disrespectful, which I do understand. But for Shaq to not know who's coaching the team, and we're talking about the team, then says, well, I don't watch them. Then after that, why are you talking about them anyway? Why do you feel as though you can make an opinion at all on a team who you don't know who's coaching? The upgrade animations in here too, I really like them. Yes, that's what you get for rolling up in here. Damn, my unit. I think my unit's about to die. Reject.
Socialism does not mean much more than better wages and shorter hours and nobody bossing you about.
Hey, Commish, what are your thoughts on Civ 7? Yeah, as I said earlier, the core game is really great. I really love what they've done with the game. I just the state in which they released it is unacceptable. A person or two earlier had asked me should they get it or something, and I didn't want to tell them to get the game as it is presently. At least console wise, it has improved a drastic amount. But if they're an old time Civ player and they've played Civ 4 and Civ 5 and stuff like that, Civ 6 was my first one, so I can't just say, hey, go out and get it. If you have a certain threshold you're used to or certain quality of life that isn't currently in the game in the first few months, I was like, yeah, just maybe you should just wait a few months, as I don't want to co-sign something that may end up jeopardizing someone's wallet somewhat, or they don't get the full enjoyment that they normally would. Look at that. This here too. The warfare in this game. Look at that. They're constantly shooting. See, look. I love that. That's beautiful. Oh, that's good to hear. I was considering buy it. Yeah, in the future, definitely put it on your list to buy. But I don't want to just tell someone to get it, because I myself, I'm loving it. I'm having fun with it. But it took a month to get into a proper state because of the crashes and stuff on console and all that. But the core game and what they do is really good. Now, if you have a problem with the Civ switching and all that, I know that's the most controversial thing about the game, that some Civ fans are saying that they didn't whatever, but it's when you play it, it makes far more sense, and the gameplay justifies the decision making. Because they've made every Civ and every leader in here far more relevant than I believe any other Civ game has previous. Even though I haven't played them, but just seeing how the game basically, the formula goes, you stick to one leader, one Civ, goes throughout that entire time. This one, you get every civilization at their height and at their peak. And you never feel as though there's certain leaders or civs you aren't really too interested in playing as much as previous titles. Because some eras, you're good in that era, but once that era is over, you're just default. You don't have any upgrades, anything. But in this one, throughout the whole game, you've got some. Your leaders have skill trees and stuff too. And just the unique, tons of unique models and stuff. It's not just default troops. Like every different person stylized. Yes, she is outstanding. When you see how much my Nuggets fall apart without Jokic, I can't see how he's not the most valuable player. It's ridiculous how the Nuggets fall apart at the seams like that so much with turn into a completely different team. Did you see he practically ran the guy over in the with the I was wondering, I say, is he gonna shoot him again? He literally ran him down. He turned the horse into glue. I still gotta make that video on the MVP race. I saw their recent power rankings for the MVP race too, and they've got Jokic. He's got a red arrow pointing downward. So yeah, they go give it to SGA. I think he's had a phenomenal season. It's just anything, they'll look at any and everything to help better make their decision or justify their decision. And that's basically what he's doing things in a way that he's on the best team, they say. He's got he's got all these things going for him that it's like, why wouldn't we give it to him? What are y'all standing on water for? Oh my god, these floods too. Yeah, this is something here I don't like. They don't have dams in the game. I should have the ability to build dams. These floods happen too frequent, and I'm playing on with light natural disaster settings. This is light. I'm thinking that what happens? I put it on catastrophic. This is ridiculous. The redacted is the GOAT. Have we lost our minds? Where did this come from? Ah, Nathan, I know you were in here. Do you think Sammy will ever love me despite my unsightly appearance? I don't know, maybe one day. I mean, there's such things as plastic surgery and all that, Nathan. There's still hope. He won't turn his back on you completely. You just have to have faith. Oh, ow. College basketball still prioritizes defense, unlike the NBA. Yeah. All they gotta do is just simple little adjustments here and there. For the Lizzo better than Doja. Now, see, now we're just being blasphemous for blasphemous sake. Certain sentences should be against the law. That's a jail sentence right there. If I was leader, immediately thrown in the brig for such nonsense. The idea of a different civ for each era has grown on me since it was announced. Some civs become obsolete pretty quick, like the Aztecs. Fun first 2 ages and obsolete after. Yeah, yeah, exactly that. That's why I get what it is they were doing. The development of this game, they went in with at least when they were explaining it, they were saying how stuff is. They say everything that's wrong, and then we come back to the drawing board and say some things. And that was one of the things, as well as just later ages not being as fun to play. Did anyone see Steve Kerr? Steve Kerr called Redacted the best defender he's ever seen. I don't know how players past and present make these comments and then just never think of, do you know where you played and who you played with? Best defender he's ever seen. I guess Pippen never existed. You were never on that team, Kerr. Rodman never existed. Best defender I've ever seen. We had this conversation before. Undisputed was talking about this a couple years ago. Where Tattletale Strangler said he's the best defender. And it's like, yeah, you can have confidence. But the fact that you had a segment where both Skip and Shannon was just in complete unison agreeing with each other, saying like, this is just, there's no argument to be had here. And Shannon was like, Skip, ooh, what? I done said his name, whatever. He's not even a top 20 defender of all time. He ain't even in the top 20. Easily Mutombo. There's no comparison. And he is a great defender. Like, number 23 is a great defender. But like, we're talking all time. Have you lost your mind? Yeah, he's not even a top. He doesn't even, and I like how that whole segment was funny. I think I still have that say, stop it with these floods. Please add a dam in this game. Please add the ability to build dams. This is annoying. Having to fix the same things over and over and over again.
City of angels. Great city of immortals. Magnificent city of the 9 gems. Seat of the king. Home of the gods.
Yes. Beautiful voice acting. I don't know what like people be just talking. I may just make it's like 5 times I just say, well, I gotta make this, I gotta make that. Just to make a video say how absurd he is, how foolish he is. He's blasphemous. Best defender I've ever seen. If he was, he would be winning Defensive Player of the Year every single year then. But he's not. People would have been giving him the nod. It wouldn't even be a question. Boris says, my God, this UI is so shit. What are they doing in my bay? Yeah, the fact that they kept mentioning UI improvement, saying, oh, it's just constantly on the thing. UI improvement, UI improvement, UI improvement. It doesn't bother me like that now that I'm playing it. But when I was looking at the streams and stuff, I say, yes, the Civ 6 UI is still leaps and bounds better than this. But so long as the game is mostly fun and the core mechanics are fun, I'm not going to think too much of it. of like UI isn't gonna bother me within reason. Like Call of Duty's UI is irritating with how they have it set up. It's like Netflix, like Hulu. No, yeah, mainly like Hulu. It's just too. It's like just simplistic. Keep it simplistic. Gotta keep fixing things over and over. Need dams in the game. The game lacks biomechanics to stop these floods. Ha! I see what you did there. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's hers. Where's his? Okay, his is right there, and that one. I was about to say, she got a whole mountain range protecting her. So now I don't have to go that way. I can just go the other way. Uh, and this commander function to be able to just pack everybody up. I love that. Excellent addition. Warfare is just so much more enjoyable in here. Naval warfare too. Tuh. The elephants. Modern bridge. Let's go and repair this for the 80th time. Y'all need to hurry up and heal. We have business. What do you think of that? Hey, remember I was breezing through Wukong bosses, you were seething about my prowess? That was bull crap, Nathan. Some of that stuff that you got away with was one boss after another. You haven't suffered nearly enough. Not enough blood has been spilled. I was over here for, I said, an hour or two on some of them. It's like, what the hell? There's no way he's finished already. Where someone asked, oh yeah, that was Boris. What do you think about the era thing? No, it works, Boris. I don't know you seem to give me the impression that you're an OG Civ player, at least, or you've got a few Civs under your belt, or just more adopted to the previous thing. It When you play it works. Every Civ is viable. There are no longer civs that you just don't want to pick because their their time to be useful is era specific, and then after that era is over, there's just nothing. You can't really make use of them. Their abilities and advantages are gone too. This one, basically every single civilization in this game is overpowered. You get the best aspects of every diverse group of people. I have an army here, and I gotta make something. I'm gonna make another tank. Adam Silver gotta go. He do gotta go, but he go be around for a while. I don't see him. Man is way too player friendly. You can be player friendly up to player empowerment and all that to a point, but when it gets too out of control, then you're just making decisions for the benefit of them 100% and none for the fans. Fans get short end of the stick over and over again. You're giving me that hand for it. Better watch it, Augustus. I ain't one to fool with. Is it Ray? Is it Ray T? Yo Dynamo love the vids. Is there anything that Draymond could do and make you not hate him? I don't think that's possible. I mean, he could. His type of person and how he conducts himself and what he says, how he says it. I just can't. I can't get there. I can't mentally get there. He's done too much damage. Too many groins have been kicked. Too many ribs have been broken. He's unlikable too. It'd be different if he was just dirty. Well, even if you're dirty, I'm still not gonna like you. If you were at least somewhat likable, like Embiid, for example. Embiid, he's got a pretty decent personality. He's got some likability factor to him. He's got a marketable flavor to him. Draymond is just not. He's just not likable. What he says and what it's just not. Yeah, get out of here. The fact is punishment suspensions around. No, sounds wrong. How funny is it that the Warriors still found a way to lose to my Nuggets B team? We were without Jokic, Murray, damn, key sub-rotational player. Damn, yeah, that's bad. There have been a lot of weird losses that have happened recently. That one, the Lakers losing to Bulls.
From 12-fold tongues, all come and stand in the shade of this city.
Nuggets losing to the Wizards twice this season is unacceptable. But then we lost to the Wizards and stuff. Yo to you as well, Dorian. How are you doing this fine evening? It's gotten pretty cold outside, but I like that. I prefer that than being too hot. Tourist train dive bomber. Reports about a mysterious. I heard dams are paid DLC in Civ 7. They better damn well not. Better add that for free. In 2 days, they got another update coming. And Mount Everest they're adding for free. It's like, yeah, it better be for free, damn it. I was over here looking for it because the DLC kind of came out for PlayStation users already. It's been here for 2 weeks. And people are wondering, is like, did they do this on purpose or not? Like that's how, if you wanted an example of how the game released and the function and how it released, the DLC released sooner than it should have. The DLC was out and they couldn't really, they get caught in a bad spot because now, do you get rid of it just to add it back in 2 weeks? Or do you just keep it there, or you acknowledge it, and then people will, it's like either way, you're going to get people upset at you. So they just didn't say anything, and it's just still here. And I said, that's probably the best move. Don't even acknowledge it. Just PlayStation people just play it. Defensive settlement. Didn't I have a... Where's... Oh, there it is. I'll make another... Destroyer. Hey, good to catch a stream. Hello to you, Cheese. How are you doing? Thank you for joining us. Don't look at your phone, look at me. You can't hog all the attention, Nathan. You should have been in here earlier. It's like a good... When the streams first start, it's like good 90-some to a little over 100 people in here, but I have to stream more consistently, something that I don't do, but technical difficulties make that an issue. Oh, it's snowing a little bit outside. Huh. Alright, all of y'all, let's go. Over yonder, over here. So you see, that's you right there, Nate. Every time I click them too, he. Okay, you go to sleep. Joshua Mars, have you been a Pistons fan your whole life? Just curious. Yep, pretty much since out the womb in Motor City. Most of the time, that's the way things have been. So another flood, and no dam to do anything with it. Commissioned all the support from Lebanon, but the Detroit versus Boston was pure comedy. Do you remember the time? I'm happy to hear you enjoyed. Glorious. Much deserved. Ooh, I've been waiting for a while. They needed to pay. They need to lose to us 2 more times in order for me to wash more of the stench, but this is good. I take just the one. Projects. Okay. No! Damn it! I pressed the wrong button. Did you always stream Civ? So legit. It's been the past few ones. Like I'm Civ and nation building games, empire creation games have been a long love of mine since antiquity, or since my antiquity, since I was little. I used to read World War II books and all that in elementary school and look at the exploits of Napoleon Bonaparte and Julius Caesar, Alexander the Great and things, and they loved mine. And then Civ 6 was my first Civ. And up until that point, I was playing these damn mobile games. Yeah, look at him. Blow him up. He's got a raft and a barrel. He thinks he's gonna be Pirate King. No, you're not. You've yeed your last haul. You're not getting to the new world. Yeah, go back to the starting area, back to Fuchsia Village. Can't wait till they add the ability to change names of these cities. Like, look at, I know it's supposed to be the historical names of these cities, and then it's like I need to change them to my liking. Commissioner, if the Pistons can clone 5 Larry Birds, would they win in today's NBA? I'd say that'd be difficult. That'd be a little difficult. Chad on guitar. Okay, better question. Did you watch Dragon Ball Daima and what are your feelings about it? That's something else I wanted to talk about, make a video on my other channel, my anime type channel. I don't care for Daima, and I don't much like the decision making in it. Super Saiyan 4 and all that being added, and Vegeta doing Super Saiyan 3, that's cool and all, but in logistics, it doesn't make any sense. Because if you guys had all of this, why didn't you use it against Beerus? And Daima is supposed to take place before Super. The only way Daima makes a lick of sense is at the end of Daima, people just lose their memories. Or something reverts back because of some Dragon Balls or stuff. If it doesn't, it just further disrespects the license. Because I already don't like Super. Super is a special type of garbage. I just can't with Super. There's a few things about Super I like, but in general that show hasn't done anything but just disrespect the franchise really with hype moments. Hype moments do not a good show make. Civ 7 on console, my heart cries. No, I mean it's. I prefer. I'm just not a PC. I'm bad with technology. I'm notoriously bad with technology, and just a console thing. It appeals to me. It unfortunately it took a month in order for it to get playable properly to this level. But I like how they optimized it more because you got stuff like this. This wheel, I really like this wheel. Dragon Ball Super is worse than GT. Not gonna lie. Way worse. Way worse. People remember how Vegeta went and got he's over here fighting I forgot who he was fighting. He just turns blue back on and you shouldn't have any ability to do that. That whole tournament of power was garbage. From the rules to the location to the ending to the beginning of it, just bad. It's just hype moments. That's it. Take the hype moments away. Just take Ultra Instinct away. And I don't like Ultra Instinct either. Take Ultra Instinct away, and then that whole thing goes down to negative F, -0. Freezing, immediately freezing. So I could, I could rant. I better stop myself. Because that could just, oh, oh man, I'll go into a half-hour rant on Super. Now, if I don't know if people trying to hear all that, if you want to hear it, then okay. But I don't want to distract it from everyone else's. Have this monopolize the whole. conversation and stuff. So, ouch. What would you do if the Pistons made the finals? So, no, we gotta win. Like for what the Lions did and went through. No, we can't just make the finals. Like I would be ecstatic, over the moon. We make it to the finals, but no, we gotta win for me to get a different type of freaky. For me to reach my final form, we gotta win. I don't think that's gonna be a possible thing to do this year or next year. But we'll come into our own next couple years. I think we're good. Another season away from being fully, I think, a perennial type team that's not just people's like, I mean, yeah, you're good, but the East being what it is also aids with some stuff too. Bet my house on Bronny Rookie of the Year. What to do now? Fake your death and leave this country or something. Like that's a horrible, horrible decision. If somebody were to do that, I hope he didn't do that. Oh, now you want to declare for peace. Wait, did he declare war on me or did I declare war on him? I think I declared war on him. Okay, whatever, fine. I'll accept it. Don't let it happen again, Xerxes. There won't be a second time. What's yeah, I could get super just I had a whole on my original channel. I think I made a whole 10-minute video. The back half of it I could have went into some more detail with things, but it came out, at least 70% of it came out to my liking. I think it's over, I think 90,000 or 100 some thousand views or some on my original channel, but some it resonated with some people because the stuff that they do and get away with, and the worst part of it being since Toriyama passed away, which anime world is just never gonna be the same and is still reeling from that. It's like it's almost made people forget how bad Super was, so now they like Daima more than they would like it if that didn't happen. Because I'm somebody that logic and storytelling is very important. I can tolerate and understand a few mistakes and a few deviations and stuff, but when it gets unconscionable, a level of anger gets reached. Because I see it as it just being, you're too lazy to do proper storytelling or do right by your audience. You're just throwing any old thing together. Need some. What what team does Pistons fans dislike the most? Well, they used to be Chicago Bulls, but that's back in the day. Right now, Well, I'm not sure for right now. Maybe Celtics. Like, yeah. I guess Celtics. Oh, so I moved this army here for nothing now. We're already peace. Yeah. That's always what Dragon Ball was, a story Toriyama threw together. Love for his fans. I'd say I'd say yes and no, because there was at least some semblance of logic then, and there was a ladder that made sense. Whereas with now,
If I cannot
it's
inspire love, I will cause fear.
like for example, the form in and of itself, Super Saiyan God, it sounds like something someone in elementary school came up with. I don't like God being associated with any form, not because of religious reasons, but because when you attach God to a term like that, uh, you then losing, it makes that form look foolish. If you're a God, show me you're a God. If you're going to start losing and doing this and that, and it's like, okay, it's whatever. But you become this and you don't do so by your own power. There's a ritual that takes place that involves a fetus in someone's belly. And it just so happens to be the exact number of sands it takes in order for the ritual to happen. You turn into this, and next thing you know, we see you. Oh, that form doesn't mean nothing no more. Now blue is better, and blue is trash. Blue is garbage. Ultra Instinct in its usage is bad because it should be if it's Ultra Instinct and then you're not supposed to get hit and you're supposed to attack and dodge without thinking. Getting hit not like getting hit period is blasphemous. You should not be getting hit ever. That should be the end all be all form, but yet in the manga you got that form being outclassed by Beast Gohan and all that. It shouldn't matter. You can't get hit. It should still be, even if Beast Gohan are stronger, you still shouldn't be getting hit. In just practicality. Should never get hit, period. But Daima, the slice of life stuff and the fun things and all that. It's like, okay, yeah, the comedy and all that. Like Super has some things to offer, but in general, like you may Majin Buu sleeping over and over. Goku is more dumb and super than I've seen him in just any iteration of himself. The constant disrespect and lack of care towards Vegeta. But Vegeta has been taking L's the whole series. He doesn't really do anything. I don't think anybody can name anything Vegeta's done worthwhile outside of get his ass kicked. And Goku sees his ass get kicked. So he's like, let me not do that. And then he goes and wins. Goku should have been the one. I mean, Vegeta should have been the one to kill Frieza when he came back. No, let's have Goku do it. And then Beerus is one of the only things I genuinely like about Super, but they don't do anything with him. He's just there to look cool. But we can never have anyone be stronger than Beerus. If we go by just pure logic and where things should be, Goku should be way past Beerus at this point of the show. But no, we have to keep making Beerus stronger and stronger, even though it doesn't make sense. Once Goku achieved Ultra Instinct, Beerus shouldn't be like you're in the past now. And Black Frieza or something. Watch, they're gonna somehow say Beast Gohan, Black Frieza, and everyone's just somehow still weaker than Beerus. That don't even make sense at this point. I think in the manga they stated Vegito Blue is equal to Beerus. That would make sense. But the anime is just so garbage. They don't know what they even do. Like the anime and the manga do two completely different things. Gohan's so great during the End of Cell saga. and that pumped me up. Yeah, he was. But then people wanted more Goku time, so then it's like go bring Goku back, and then Gohan just stops training. At least he didn't fall off as bad as he did with in Super. That man lost all muscle mass. That man became a marathon runner build. Had nothing. Pitiful. And then the Black Goku, or Goku Black, as if we didn't have enough Gokus already. Like we had a Turles, we had Bardock, we've got Goku, we've got Goten, all these damn Goku copycats. And now let's go and make Goku Black. Sparking Zero shows you the better version of that. Gohan, have an evil Gohan with his potential and all that. We could have had that, but no, we just get more Goku worship. And then with a lame and poorly done arc where Zamasu wants to destroy all mortals just because one rock mortal crushed another rock mortal. So now it's time for me to get angry and get rid of everybody. Jiren is stronger than Beerus. He's supposed to be. The anime don't treat it that way. They're like, oh, a being stronger than God of Destruction. Because Jiren is supposed to be stronger than his universe's God of Destruction, Belmod. But yet Belmod is weaker than Beerus. And then Quintella, I think it was like Quintella, the mouse one, and the gods of destruction, they didn't even really do anything. Like, they didn't have them fight. In the manga, they fought. That was cool, but we don't get that we get that little spat they had that was just this scribble scrabble fight. And the tournament of power is such a wasted opportunity. That whole arc, foolish and piss poor from start to finish. Why can't people die in the tournament of power? If everyone's going to be deleted anyway, why not have people get killed in the tournament? Why can't you fly in the tournament? Why can't you do fusion and all that? Why was the tournament on just a lame ring in the middle of black expanse of nowhere? Why couldn't the tournament take place on a planet that was about to be destroyed? So then we could see at the beginning of the tournament, you have the planet as a whole, and then at the end of the tournament, the planet is damn near destroyed and all that. No, this lame ass ring. Only for Zeno and them to bring everyone back anyway, because nothing matters in Dragon Ball. As if the Dragon Balls being there don't make anything matter even less than it already does. And it's just too many different Saiyan forms and stuff. It's just too many. They got every damn color in the crayon box got a form. It's just too many. This Sael, what's that? Well, this is Civilization 7. I forget about the Detroit mascots and stuff. There's Rory, Paws, and Hooper. I think Hooper's my favorite, but it's been a while since I've seen the other one. Rockets fan, found your content recently. Any thoughts on their season this year? Yeah, they've had a terrific season. I have to talk about them. I look forward to seeing them take part in the playoffs. There's people been sleeping on them, myself included. Oh my God, enough with the floods! Damn! fine. Have you ever heard of Death Battle? Yeah, I'm very familiar with Death Battle. They've had some blasphemous fights happen, but people that were watching in the community was saying, nah, that should have did this better and all this and that. This mic, this mic thing, this looks so. uh, worst NBA fan base.
A screaming comes across the sky.
Worst NBA fan base. I want to put the Knicks fan base up there, but I do kind of like how revolting they can be. But I say Celtics fan base. Celtics fan base is really disrespectful. I remember they went and they were making shirts and had some graphic and stuff saying when they were going up against the Warriors in the finals, saying Ayesha Curry can't cook. I mean, it's funny, but at the same time, it's like y'all go so far out of your way to do stuff, and that ended up having the opposite effect because Curry got that was pissing him off. He went and I think he dropped like 40 or something on them one of the games, and then he just turned. I was like, yeah, maybe if y'all didn't do that, you would have had maybe like 2 rings by now. But please don't say Lakers fans. We just love to Photoshop other players as Lakers. Yeah, the whole NBA is on the Lakers. That'd be funny. There's everybody on there. I'm not going to say it's only been recent Lakers fans have kind of been out there or just revolting levels. Because you had some years Lakers didn't really have too much to root for and given the team and how things were. It seemed as though just Lakers franchise had become a little irrelevant because nobody was really talking about them. And I do believe to a certain extent the NBA does kind of need its storied franchises being ever present. Like you need a Celtics being around, you need Lakers being around. I think especially more so in today's NBA because players just don't stay on teams anymore. So you're not going to have storied rivalries of old like you had with the Bulls and the Pistons and the Celtics and the Lakers. People just not going to stay there long enough. You lose, you get some teams now on players, they go up against each other once in the finals and lose, they just go leave. They be tempted to just not be there no more. I really don't see really any teams now or like any players coming up now that could see themselves losing twice to the same opponent in the finals. Even if it's close and it goes 7 games, they just be tempted to go elsewhere. It's not like it was back in the day where you could have a whole damn near decade of Celtics and Lakers and thinking, oh, you're not going to have that no more. Alejandro said, who you dislike more, Harden or Dre? Oh, that goes out either easily. Draymond. Draymond passed up Harden last season. I think a season and a half or something. He passed him up a while ago. Literally in one of the videos I had at the end, I was like, yeah, he's worse than Harden. It used to be when I first started making stuff on the channel, and I say after Nuggets won the finals, if I had a leaderboard then, or a little bit after that or something, it would be Ben Simmons number one, number two would be Harden, number three, I think Ja was doing that gun shit and all that. That was around the Ja would be like maybe three, Zion four, and then or Zion three, Ja four, and then fifth would be maybe Westbrook, I'd say, because Westbrook, what he was doing on the Lakers, like I know that was a bad fit, but Westbrook was playing like he had some sort of mental impairment with his decision making and some things. But yeah, Draymond, like on the stock on the Nasdaq, he's been there. He's been trending upwards from number one. It's not even possible, but yeah, he's been constantly going up. Harden has actually dipped down. Harden is like number three right now. What's wrong with your electricity, man? You always mention it. It goes out a lot, and the this house's electrical system and stuff. There's a myriad of issues with this house, and then I have to sometimes I feel as though I'm urged to mention it because it'll mess up an upload or it'll mess up with my timetable, and then it's kind of I feel bad about even announcing something sometimes, like, oh, this video will be done here, because it just happens so frequently that I just feel like I'm disappointing people or that I'm not keeping my word, or it just turns into a lie because it gets on my nerves with this power. Which is why I haven't been able to stream as often as I like, and technical difficulties like this with my motion and just a bunch of things just out of order, not right, not working properly. Police after somebody. Oh no! 122 Fahrenheit summer. Never! 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 Absolutely not. I burnt myself just saying that. No. Could never. Would never. I could not. I would burst into flames. Never. Ow. Ooh, no. Nah. Never. I can't. Nah. I'm not built to deal with that. No. What's your opinion on NBA refs? Drew asked. Terrible. Worst refs of any sport. Horrible. Garbage. Twisted fiends, all of them. Oh, okay, I forget. Yeah, you're from the Midwest. Yeah, nah, I couldn't. It gets up to the late 80s. It gets like to 85 and I start getting mad. That type of heat makes me angry. I wake up an angry person. I'm on average angrier. I have a shorter temper. It affects me. No. And then this house not being properly insulated and having a broken air conditioner makes it even worse. Because whatever temperature it is outside is basically what it is in the house, but either colder or hotter. So nah. What should be done about the reffing situation? They need to be fined and they need to be investigated with things. But per Adam Silver, he don't want people to even, he's tired of people complaining about the officiating. Well, the officiating is broken and garbage. Maybe you should fix it and people wouldn't complain. Let me save this here. Come to Arizona. Never. Well, I mean, I'd go there. It's nothing against the state itself. It's just the heat, man. I can't with the heat. The heat. I would take being extreme cold over extreme heat anytime. Because at least with extreme cold, you can do something about it. You can keep putting stuff on you. Heat, it gets to the point. It's just nothing's gonna help. You go peel your skin off. There's nothing you can do. Well, let's do some. Let's start just a little bit of a.
Principium omnium parum, sed tandem aedificabo marmoream urbem ubi ante alateres.
Let me just do some of this. Standard.
A new banner unfurls.
Do you think Darth Mule was the one behind the music genre? I wouldn't be surprised with how much he be on him. A whole damn, literally, like you said, a music genre. Songs being made left and right about him. It's like, ugh, disgusting. I don't like this starting position. And there's no restart option in here. Something else that should have been put in the game on day one.
Principium omnium parum, sed tandem aedificabo marmoream urbem ubi ante alateres.
Name of this game, Civilization 7.
Banner unfurls, emblazoned with triumphal laurels. Rome seeks its champions.
They did excellent choice in picking Augustus too, but some of the leaders in here, they could have picked more enticing leaders, some of them. Should I put it right here? But then I'll have... Okay, I'll just settle in place. Wipe them boogies. Ain't got no boogies now. I should be able to have a little bit of music. Why don't you stream on Twitch? I thought it'd be easier for people to tune in just through YouTube instead of having to go to another spot. Even though I would like to, in the future, probably do that, but I just thought it'd be just easier for everyone. So I streamed and people, it's on the place where everybody is most frequent. I don't much like the starting position either. Resources are good, but Mizet. Can't do anything there. I don't like this landmass. I thought I was in the middle more. This is barely any rivers. I have to see what this looks like up ahead. And because a provocative march have offended townsfolk, but none can deny his talents. What matter with 3 commercial built 3 monuments? They're greater lands in politics. Alright, let me see what this, depending on how this looks. If the, oh, I need to skip that. I don't know. This looks like the bottom of India almost, in the way it looks. I don't like that. I'm finicky with the thing. I don't like that. What's for dinner? I have leftovers that I'll eat. Leftover Chinese food. You could cross stream. What's cross stream? Or just, you're also talking to somebody who is technologically deficient in me too. So ever consider doing a video game review? Love your way of voicing opinions. Burned. Yes, I could do that. That was what my other channel was for, but streaming at the same time on 2 sites. Oh yeah, streaming at the same. Yeah, I could do that. There's a lot of things. That's something I should do. I gotta make a Discord for people. That's something that's been long overdue.
Principium omnium parum, sed tandem aedificabo marmoream urbem ubi ante a lateres.
Should play some Halo. Yeah, it's been a long time that I played a Halo. I never owned a Halo. I did play it a few different times back then.
Rome seeks its champions.
I had an Xbox once in my life, and it was the first Xbox. It was from Yeah, I think that was my father's Xbox. He gave that to me. He went to something else. Then from there, I got a PS2. Then from PS2 to 3, then the 3 to 4, then so on. I don't like these starting spots. Why did they put me so far away on the coast? And if they just had a simple restart button, I wouldn't have to keep doing this. That blubbering pelican again. Yeah, he wasn't playing either. The game that just went off, Nathan, he wasn't playing, which I can only assume for whatever reason they just. You play on PC as well or just PS5? I only have the PS5. I do have a laptop, but I use it just for editing. It was a gift. I don't even know if it can be used for gaming thing. I
sed
guess
tandem
it can.
aedificabo marmoriam urbem ubi ante alateres.
What's the problem to start on the coast? I don't like my capital city being near the not yet anyway. I like the when you at the corner, it's just a me thing. I just don't like being at the top corner or something, and then it's just then I gotta go all the way over here. It's different when it's an exploration where then I can choose that it's off the coast. But see, now this looks like this may go into something else, but this looks better. I like this so far. But if it's off a coast over here, then I'm a feel a certain way. See what I ooh. Oh, but there's so many different things here. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn, there's 4 of them. You playing that new Assassin's Creed? Nah, I haven't played an Assassin's Creed. I did get the other one, the Mirage, and I barely played it. But I didn't get to it, not because it wasn't good really, I just lost interest. Oh, I forgot. I don't want to go too close. I mess it up. Explorers have discovered a network of hot springs. These vapors are... Yes. Go back, get that other one. Who's out there walking in a highlighter outfit? Yeah, I remember I picked that one before. I can't do that yet.
All are made of clay.
All are made of clay. My building. Right. I'll take the production. Then fishing quarry. Yeah, Assassin's Creed, they kind of it lost its root. Ezio's thing was its peak, and then there were some entries afterward I kind of wasn't too into. Black Flag, I did like Black Flag, but I liked it for the pirating. But I didn't come in there getting it for that. At first, I didn't like it. Turn our power off. Oh yeah. With all that nonsense that's going on with the Trump thing. None of the world, or so much of the world that just doesn't make sense anymore. Raiders have repeatedly plagued a remote market town. Few townsfolk say they can rebuild again. But most agree it would be safer staying. Okay. Yes, give me that resource. And I can't wait till they add Mount Everest. I need to see what that looks like in this game with these graphics.
Oh, Pachacamac,
Ooh.
art thou in the sky or upon the earth? In the clouds or in the deeps?
Beautiful! We need to go over there and settle immediately. Anybody in the way is getting moved forcibly. Digging through iron, stumble across the vein of silver, hollow mountain blacksmiths offer a fair price for such a precious resource. I'll take the... Right. Do the brick. Okay. What? Why is he this close? Yeah. I don't like him being this close. It's similar to you park in a parking lot and somebody just parks right next to you in a whole open lot. And then he took the goody hut.
Of no use.
See, I may have to go to war with him and get him out of here. And he's near the what? Yeah, I wanted to settle near here. Yeah, he good. We have to get him out of here. I don't like that. You picked a bad day to be here.
The fair breeze blew.
But he's given some good offers for some deals, though. Can't even lie. You stop there. Same time. Second. Who else is playing today? Who else? Oh, the Nuggets are playing the Rockets right now. Is that on TV? Let's see. NBA. Do not see it. See, a game like that, you'd think they'd have. They don't be checking for the Rockets. Oh, well, I'll try to watch that, I'm not sure, but I think I shall end things for now, and may have a video tomorrow or two, but thank everybody for tuning in, spending some quality time here, sharing your thoughts with some things. I'm gonna really work on trying to stream more often. I want to very much stream at least once a week, at the very least once a week, but ideally I'd like down the road to do like 2-3 times a week or something. But I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you as always for tuning in. I will catch y'all on the flip side. As soon as I always forget how to turn this off. How do I turn this off? Oh, okay, alright, I'll see you all